This podcast is rated off for realness.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Basement Bookers Podcast. It's me, your boy, Basement Chair, the current reigning defending basement champ. That means, I guess, more better than the other guy. Nothing more, nothing less. Reigning, defending, current with W's. Here's my boy, Rich the Riz, who is now officially 34. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
You look
Thank you
so
much.
young and spry and bald.
Yep, no longer looking like a member of the Wyatt family. I went to a barber today. He trimmed me up, and I left, and I'm like, I got to fix that. So there's that.
You look like a younger man now, Rich the Riz. The years have fallen off of your face. I'm sure your wife is very, very happy to have you back from your furlough on that island. I heard you met a friend named Wilson because you were cast away.
Wilson! Wilson!
Yeah, it's interesting. All my closest friends are named Wilson. But regardless, I have to ask, because this was the birth week. How was your birthday, bro? Well, and welcome to the Fody Club.
Well, if I were 40, I would gladly accept that. Welcome to the 40 Club, because you see, Basement Chair gets better with age and time. And if you know, you know. Don't even worry about it. My birthday was pretty cool. Got to do great things. Birthdays from everybody. Current presidents, previous presidents, Hall of Famer, legends. Stone Cold Steve Austin's barber.
Wow.
From the 90s. So
How are you lying about that?
Very nice, very nice.
let's give it to him. Riz's gonna give it to him. Riz's gonna give it to him. Fake news about real sports and entertainment. Working title.
First up, we got two quick hits in the boo-boo room. Kofi Kingston, as mentioned on SmackDown, suffered an ankle injury. It wasn't in the brawl that they mentioned. It was at a house show this week. Wrestling Observer newsletter notes that Drew McIntyre dove over the top and landed on a group of wrestlers. He's expected to be sidelined up to 5 weeks, which might make him miss WrestleMania, they're thinking, because, WrestleMania is 3 weeks away, apparently. But if he ends up needing surgery, he might be out longer.
Poor fella. People, they go around and they make light of situations like the game of Catch Me. They keep thinking it's all fun and games catching your buddy. But one day you're going to catch a giant buddy. And oh boy, it's not going to go too good. Best wishes to Kofi Kingston. Hope you're watching, buddy. Thanks for following the Bookers. We love you. We hope that you recover and you do not miss WrestleMania, because what is WrestleMania without you, buddy?
That's right. Second up, PWInsider.com reported that Ronda Rousey has a hairline fracture in her arm, ironically, but is not expected to miss WrestleMania.
Oh, that's probably upset some people. I'm glad she's fine.
She will be. And last but not least, as a lot of us know, if we watch Dynamite or Revolution, no, not Revolution. Yeah, if you watch Dynamite this week, by the way, we're recording during Rampage, so we don't know what's happening on Rampage.
It didn't even happen. We don't even know.
Exactly. After winning the TNT title at Revolution, the title was stolen out of Wardlow's car. Someone broke into his car and took the TNT championship.
Let me ask you something, Rizzy baby. Where did they break into that car? That's a very good question. Where was the pay-per-view?
San Francisco.
Something tells me Wardlow parked his car in San Francisco. Not a great place to leave a championship belt. The crime over there is not great. I mean, it's bad. Like, you're just asking for it, my dude. You keep your championship with you, because over here at AEW, they've got the bad luck title curse, baby.
Yeah, but you know what, though? 2 championships stolen, or gone missing in 4 years. I don't ever recall this happen with a WWE championship.
Rhea Ripley was tag team champions with Nikki Cross, and her belt went missing. Like at one point, some dude tried to sell it, and he got caught because he's dumb. So
Yeah, you hold on to that for a while, and then
or
you gotta know a guy. I don't know a guy.
You return it.
I know a guy.
You do the best you can to return it.
Right.
You knew exactly what it was that you had found.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? They might have given you a replica for returning it or something.
Mm-hmm.
What does that matter to you? Why would you do that? Do the right thing.
So wait, what is that?
So the Revolution.
Revolution. We had Revolution this week. We gotta talk about that, but not a lot. Just a couple of things here.
Without further ado, let's talk about the first match. Now, Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho opened up our show proper. The Revolution was televised. Don't worry, just sit back and relax. Your boy's got you. He's going to take you into it. So, this is the deciding moment where Chris Jericho goes for the Judas effect after cheating. Mm-hmm. He's been cheating. Check this out.
There he goes. Going to use Floyd the Bat. I know it. Look out. Damn it, Ricky. There's Ricky. He's stirring. Look out, Ricky. What the block? Ricky Starks is absolutely just pounding Chris Jericho. Could he be setting him up? Oh, you got a Roshan Bone, that boy. Here we go, Daddy. Jumbo!
Into this cover. What do you think of the match briefly in as few words as possible?
1, systematic cheating. 2, good match, good opener. It's been a rather heated feud, but we knew which way this was going to go.
It set the tone, baby. I felt really good. It was the old lion putting over the young lion, the way it's meant to be.
That's right.
Next, we had Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy, the final burial. A match that Rich DeRiz has been looking forward to forever. I got these cool little images just for Rich. Here we have a terrified Christian Cage. Mm-hmm. Terrific imagery. Next, the best way to defeat an Edge or a Christian is to stick a bar in their mouth. That's their weakness.
Yes. That they just instantly pass out like a canary under a blanket.
Yeah, he did it with the shovel.
Sometimes you need to take a chair and sandwich a man's head with the chair. Between the chair, you know? You got a one-man concerto it. You know what you have to do? That's right. Become the Jungle Man. Rest in peace, Christian Cage. Oh, he kissed him on the forehead. All right, dude, close it. We get it. You're sad. We're all sad. It's finally over. Good night. Oh, he sent him to hell.
Richard Riz, what'd you think about Christian Cage being sent to hell by Jungle Boy?
First, I thought that coffin dropped rather quickly, which is okay. I kind of hope Christian's okay after that. But Jungle Boy had to win that. He just had to. I hope he's done until Luchasaurus comes back and something, whatever. Jungle Boy is going to win anyway.
Rich DeRiz, I don't know who this Jungle Boy you refer to is.
Jungle Jack.
But tonight I saw that night that a Jungle Man was born. Cool match, just the right amount of viciousness. A little, I get you're having feelings about this, but you went a little too much into your feelings. But you're just fine, just good. I'm not gonna nitpick because I can't have my cake and eat it too. I'm like, I need more emotion, and then they do it. They're like, too much emotion. Chill out. All right, Great, good job, excellent match from both men.
Jungle Man.
No more match.
Thing a jungle can.
No more match.
That's right.
I can't believe I'm the one who said that. You're the one who was supposed to say that. It was your chance to finally say it, and it actually would be real.
Well,
unless you don't believe it. I
feel like it is the last match between them in at least this leg of the feud. Like this feud, they really could have this feud go on forever, but hopefully this is like a pause at least until Luchasaurus comes back.
Well, I meant for Christian in general. I wasn't talking about them wrestling each other. I meant like Christian Cage in general. Like, if
Oh
he,
yeah, like they just shouldn't open the coffin. Like maybe you drill a couple air holes, but
I'm assuming they let him out. I don't think he's still in there.
I think Tony Khan's committed to the gimmick.
Next, we had the AEW World Trios Championship. This was the first surprise exchange of the evening, in my opinion. Here we have the Kenny Omega. He's very sad. He's about to receive terrible news from Don Callis. It appears no Basement Bookers interview for Kenny Omega because we only got winners on the
Sorry,
Basement
bro.
Bookers podcast. House of Black sacrificed the chicken and declined. And come on, man. See, Kenny Omega very upset. He wanted to shine Riz's head up.
Well, Kenny, I hope you can see it is nice and shiny. So
It's
don't
okay,
need it.
Kenny,
Thank you, though.
baby. It's okay, Kenny. It's okay. Go be all right. Go be
The
all right.
wax and the towel.
And this was the finish, sped up really fast. Impressions? What'd you think of the match? As fast as possible.
Good match. Surprising bump for Julia Hart, but well taken, well done. I also do gotta say thank you, Brody King, for that outfit on Julia. I approve. I'm a big House of Black fan, a black guy, as we say on the podcast.
Yeah, we
here
are.
For House of Black fans. A little surprising, but then there is talk of potentially Kenny leaving eventually. Obviously, now it looks like Kenny's going to focus on another singles run in AEW. I don't think he dethrones. I won't say who, because I don't want to spoil it in case you didn't see or hear until we talk about it.
They're waiting for the
obviously.
Basement Bookers to deliver the
Right.
truth, which
Right.
there is. All right, come on.
Right.
Come
But
on. Woo.
good choice. I want to see where they go with it. I am wondering if Pac, whatever, is hurt that we don't have Death Triangle right now. But Lucha Bros and Mark Briscoe, good stuff.
I think it's mostly his pride. It's his pride that's injured.
Oh, for losing Orange Cassidy?
Oh, yeah. And also the Trios Championships. They lost the best of 7, as discussed last week on the Basement Bookers podcast. And next we had the Women's Championship, AEW World Championship. We had my buddy Saraya, who obviously should have won. We'll talk about what happened afterwards. Jamie Hayter, who, she hits hard. I like her. She got a really good pop. And Ruby Soho. What more can you say about Ruby Soho? She's making the right decisions. All right. So next up in this, now watch this closely. Booker Vision on one of the cooler spots that I thought was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be watching the YouTube, guys.
Little
Wait,
Pong action.
I know, right? So, what'd you think of the finish? You liked the match? What do you think?
Happy with the outcome. Ruby's turn was predictable. And leave that tie in, please, by the way. Future Jer. A little weird when someone will draw out a heel turn like that, right? It's like the entire match, everyone's just fighting for themselves. And then only at the very end, after the match is over, when teaming up will not do anything, do you turn? I feel like that's not the right time.
That's the issue I had.
Mm-hmm.
Why not help her win the championship?
Yeah.
If that's the plan, because no one had a problem with Saraya raising the belt over her head when they spray painted them.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that was the plan. I did like Ruby Soho's explanation, because if I was Ruby Soho, that would be my explanation.
Oh, may I?
Sure.
Ruby Soho's promo on Dynamite this week, for
really
explanation, the promo of the night.
It's very
Period.
Good. Very good. Very good. I felt like it came from a real place for Riz.
Yeah.
She's really salty.
I feel like this is a more natural Ruby Soho, right? Obviously, now, unlike in the E, the leash is much looser, right?
She was a better heel, in my opinion. Always.
I think she's a more natural heel than she is a face.
Yep. To her credit.
I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of that promo. That was great. I loved it. Good job, Ruby. I want more. More of that.
Raw and real.
Yep.
Beautiful. We had Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page, and I just can't quit you, but I got to. I just can't quit you leads to forking. All right. I wonder if the fork spot was Renee's idea.
I think if he had used a spoon first, then yes. If we recall the fake talk show she had.
Right. So I thought Hangman's entrance was cool, and as soon as I saw this, Rich, because I saw the show the next day, I was like, all right, Hangman better win because he's got a cool entrance. This looks scary. I'm like, is the Fiend gonna come out? What's going on here?
Yeah, it was dark for Hangman, and I liked it.
This is Hangman Adam Page's Fiend powers, you know, in the show because he went out there and he hanged the man.
Well,
Moxie's like, hey man, I got an idea. What? Why you call him the Hangman? You never hang anybody.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I got a great. This will get you over, brother.
My thing is,
you want to do that? Yeah, you got to really lock it in though, because I'm not tapping unless you really try to put me out.
My thing is, Mox literally wrapped the chain around his own damn neck.
I equate it to a dumb dog, like you know how like if you tie like a dog, like a one of those meat-headed like big dogs to a post or something, which you really
and they run around in circles and it just keeps getting shorter and they're like, wait, what happened?
Basically, only it's like in a cartoon, he just like clunks. So like you get things like this, you know, just jabbing him in the head with a fork. Can't leave that on for too long. Go back and discuss that.
The way the splatter happened, I know like some people like, oh, like it was that was real convincing. I'm like, I don't know if you can make that convincing without actually jabbing him in the head with a fork.
Either they had reached out to the best guys at Warner Brothers makeup ever, or I'm pretty sure Jon Moxley said, brother, if you want to go over, you got to let me stab you in the forehead with this fork. And that's how they do things at AEW. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Moxley's just made different. Yeah. You know who else is made different? Hangman Adam Page.
Apparently.
Do you know why Hangman Adam Page is made different?
No.
Well, see, if you have me and say like some kind of like a leg lock submission and I'm laying next to two bricks, I'm going to pick up a brick and I'm going to hit you with it. I'm not going to use my stupid forearm like a jerk.
Right.
And dude, this is after Moxley pulls his curb stomp spot. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, why doesn't he just use the brick is still there? And then I'm trying to rationalize it. I'm rationalizing. I'm like, okay, I get it. The brick is not a part of the spot. He's disoriented. Maybe he doesn't know it's there. And at one point, when I say he, not the referee, Hangman Adam Page moves the bricks away from his body instead of using it as a weapon. Do not introduce bricks if you're not going to properly use a brick.
Yep. Talk to Swerve about that.
I'm spamming brick.
Yeah.
Listen, Keith Lee had a cinder block crushed on his chest.
Yep.
That wasn't a great spot. But at least Keith Lee lost years. He's gray now. He's an old man now. Swerve.
Keith Lee the Gray.
Yeah, he's Keith Lee the Gray. Swerve literally stomped some old into the body of Keith Lee. Woo!
For he is elderly. No. Sorry, Keith Lee. I'm a fan. Don't yell.
He wears a cape now. Who wears a cape, Rich Riz?
I saw that there was a cape, and like the week earlier, there was that all white garb he was wearing.
He's trying stuff. Oh, do the cape. Then I could do the cape.
Yep.
I need someone to make capes acceptable. There's a lot of stuff that's acceptable now, and I think a lot of my pent up anger and a lot of things that people living their truth is they won't let me walk around with a cape. They'll still look at you if you walk around with a cape. Normalize capes. A gentleman used to wear capes all the time.
Hashtag normalize capes.
Normalize capes.
There you
Come
go.
on.
Let's get it going.
Next up, we have Wardlow versus Samoa Joe. Rich the Riz, I'm sorry to tell you, you were incorrect here. Shocking, I know that the elder statesman would put over the young talent, but apparently you get the last laugh anyway.
Do I?
Kinda. We'll talk about it.
I don't think I do.
I thought you would like this. I got this for you specifically. Here we have Wardlow sleeping the mighty King Kong Joe, Samoa Joe. Look at him. Do you think that's what Wardlow meant by he was going to kill Samoa Joe? They had to do the arm raise thing. How cool was that? You got to admit that was cool. You like that. You like the arm raise. It's old school.
So I want to know. I mean, it's tough for me to tell. There are so many different versions of sleepers. Is that a rear naked choke or is that the Coquina clutch? And what's the difference?
The difference is that Samoa Joe does it.
Okay.
Basically.
Either way, with Wardlow literally dropping the title in his 4 days, Sunday, 3 days, just 3 days after winning it, Samoa Joe got robbed.
If it wasn't Samoa Joe, if it wasn't Wardlow, it would have been Hobbs.
Well, Wardlow got robbed, but like more,
Wardlow.
literally.
I was hoping that it was a work and that Powerhouse Hobbs broke into Wardlow's car and stole the belt and all his shit.
So
that would have been great.
AEW has
with the whole
proven
Book of Hobbs thing.
Yeah, AEW has proven that they'll commit to a bit long term.
Oh,
I'm not ruling out that I'm not. Yeah, I'm not ruling out that it's a work.
Next week, Wardlow presses charges because he's like, "I told you, you ain't seen the last of me, Powerhouse."
Oh, Wardlow hires Smart Mark Sterling.
No, he gets an actual lawyer. Like just hire an actor that they've like never seen and try to pass him off as a real lawyer or something. That'd be kind of fun.
I gotta wonder, did they take the belt off of Wardlow as sort of punishment for the title getting stolen out of his car?
It did occur to me. Next up, we've got the AEW World Tag Team Championship match with not one other team, not two other teams, but three other teams versus each other for the most prestigious tag team championship in all of AEW Wednesday nights, sometimes on Friday, maybe on a dark because it's special. So I got this here, and I have a question. So, what do you think, Rich Torres? What do you
4MB.
4MB. I'm gonna call it. You know what I should have done was come up with it before I asked the question.
Sanjay Dutt and the Dutt Tones.
That's good. Them FTR boys.
Mm-hmm.
They's best friends with that boy.
I think Mox is contagious on Dax, by the way.
Tell me about it.
Did Mox bleed on him, or
you remember Excalibur roasting Moxley on commentary?
Yeah, he said a strong breeze will make Moxley bleed.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, he said it. I mean, we're all thinking it.
Everybody's in on it. I think everybody knows. He just doesn't care. He just likes it. It's like, oh, people like it. Or he's probably like, I'm over, brother. It's like, all right, whatever. Hey, look. People donate blood in different ways. Some people donate blood to help other people in different ways. Some people need this for some reason.
If you think about it, all through like the 80s, maybe even 70s, probably some of the 90s too, Ric Flair's hair was more often red than blonde.
Moxley, I got a challenge for you, pal. How about you guest spot on Power Slap Championship? Seems to be right up your alley. You like pain so much. Let's see how you do. I won't do it because I will start weeping. My ducks, my tear ducts.
I feel like a smart man. If Mox ever becomes champ again, a smart challenger would challenge him to a first blood match.
A smart challenger would challenge him to a first blood career match. Then you're done with him for good. You get revenge on you in some way. The guy's a psychopath. Did you see what they did to the poor Dark Order boys?
Yep.
They're bad now. Bad guys. And that'll come up later because we got a lot to talk about here. We got to keep it moving here. And there they go. Oh, wow. It wasn't even over yet.
Did you hear Excalibur call it the Shatter Machine? It's not the Shatter Machine. It's the Big Rig.
Oops.
Yeah.
All right, so here we have the AEW World Champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman
Mother J. Friedman.
with the championship. That's right, Rich Riz against Brian Daniel Scienson. Boy, what a contest, Rich Riz. Some say this match is 5.69 stars or whatever.
Yeah, Meltzer gave it 5.75.
Viewer discretion advised. There's a lot of violence here. Except for, I didn't. What's with the violinists? I get it. You got a little entrance. And he's still wearing that little mask of his, little get up. All right. The reason I put this water thing on here, if Taz just wanted to yell at MJF to stop it with the water, every time he does it, Taz trying to like, oh, maybe he's just trying to, I don't know.
And not for nothing, it puts a wet spot on plasticized mat that they can then slip on later.
Yeah, I guess it's trying to like make it look like he's taking a shortcut or something. Well, because like Daniel Bryan doesn't have any water, Brian Danielson doesn't have any water.
He's got
water.
I think it was to tell the story of like he's getting winded, he's getting tired because you pour water on your head and your face when you're getting tired to wake you up.
The Crimson Mask here. Sorry, I didn't want to keep it on the screen for too long.
All right.
It's gonna go there, and this was the finish, the tap. Now a lot happened, obviously.
So the story of the tap was immediately before MJF locked in the label lock. He cracked Brandodander in the head with the oxygen tank. This was after the stupid restart, right? Which I hate restarts in an Iron Man match.
You don't like sudden death?
No, because like. Don't
because it's like you did a whole match and then there's like another mini match,
right? Because like all the drama in between is annoying. It should be established ahead of time. If it goes to the time limit, it's just overtime, sudden death after that. Like stop with the drama. Like okay, yeah, they both get a chance to take a breather. Okay, if you can go 60 minutes, you can go 65 minutes, right? That like a 2-3 minute rest period can't help you. I mean, it helps, I'm sure, but I don't like it. I'll just say that I don't like it. Anyway, so he hit him with the oxygen tank, and then he locks it in. If you notice, he locked it in on Danielson's forehead where he hit him with the oxygen tank. That should have been the story told by the announcers, Taz or Excalibur, but Taz should have said that. They didn't. Disappointing. Also, since I don't know, you frozen? You seem you're not moving. Anyway, so I'll keep talking while you're frozen. Are you frozen? I'm gonna keep talking. I don't know what's going on.
I was gonna die. I was holding my breath. I was seeing, like,
yeah,
I could just freeze it because I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, it looks like I'm frozen. Let's see how long I can hold this.
I was ready to like put like my phone under your nose to see if you were breathing.
I'm a child. All right.
You are.
No, yeah, I hear you. That was crazy. What a match, man. I really hope Daniel Bryan goes home to Ring of Honor.
What was I saying? Because I don't remember. Some of the pundits are saying that this Iron Man match, was better than Brett versus Shawn. I wanted to rewatch Brett versus Shawn because people were defending that stance, saying that the people that think that those people are crazy are sort of like looking back with like rose-colored glasses, and that it wasn't actually that great of a match. It's just that maybe we don't really remember it, but we're like, oh, Brett and Shawn certainly could have had a much more stellar match than Bryan Danielson and MJF.
Right.
So I wanted to rewatch Brett and Shawn. Didn't have time. Wish I did. Stuff happened this week, as happens every week, of course. Without having rewatched it, I think I would disagree that MJF versus Danielson was better.
I say it's current.
Certainly current.
It's certainly current.
For sure, the intermission at the end is minus points for me. That definitely takes away from it. Like just like if you do an Iron Man match, just finish it in the 60, or have the stipulation in advance that if it goes the distance and it's a tie at the end, that it just goes to sudden death automatically. Because especially if you're not going to have any time between falls, which they didn't, which they told us about. I heard from people that were at the show that wasn't explained to them at the show.
That's not good. They should have to.
Yeah, so when within 5 seconds MJF lost a fall by DQ and won 2 pinfall covers, in a matter of a total like less than 10
It
seconds.
was 2 consecutive pinfalls.
Yeah, that they had no idea what was going on. Like they were sort of changing the score on the board quickly enough, just about, but no one really knew why.
I don't remember there being a lot of blood in HBK versus Hitman. I don't
To be honest, I'm
remember
not sure if I had to have seen it. I had to have seen it at some point.
So Revolution was great. The Fallout, oh boy, man, another episode. So, what do you want to talk about?
Guess Dynamite, right?
Cassidy is going to defend the All Atlantic Championship against Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, that's the guy. I remember.
But it's going to be called the AEW International Championship at that point.
I wonder if it's because Orange Cassidy's like, All Atlantic Championship? What does that even mean? He did say that. He did say, what does that even mean? He said it in a promo. What does that even mean?
The name doesn't flow.
Then it has to be, because we know that Tony Khan is like enthralled by Orange Cassidy. He thinks Orange Cassidy is the greatest wrestler of all time. Maxwell Jacob Friedman is going to drop the belt to Orange Cassidy.
I don't think so.
I'm calling it right now. It's going to happen.
I don't think Orange Cassidy is going to be world champ.
I got it right here. I'm writing it down right now. Jeff Jarrett beats Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy goes after MJF. And they do like a whole thing or whatever, and he's gonna have the AEW World Championship inside of a damn JanSport. I can't take him.
All right, let us know what you think of the podcast, of the Bloodline segment, of anything else you want us to talk about. Let us know what you want to talk about.
Did you like Revolution? Did you not like Revolution?
Did you think MJF versus Daniel Bryan was better than Bret versus Shawn? Let us know. basementbookers@gmail.com. You can also let us know on the Twitter if 160 characters is enough for you. At basementbookers, at basementjer, at Rich the Riz. Facebook, Basement Bookers. Instagram and TikTok, Basement Bookers Pod. Jerry runs all the social media, so don't worry about that. YouTube, Basement Bookers. So that's where you can find this video, where you're probably watching us right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as far as the audio version of this podcast, you can see all the platforms we're on at basementbookers.podbean.com, but a short list is going to be Apple, Google, Spotify. What's that one? Podbean, of course, Amazon, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, wherever you want. Google it, you'll find us. And, unless I forgot something, Jer's got a party message.
The match of life is scheduled for one fall, so make it count.
Do what the man said.
Follow the